information. If we don't hear back by a certain time frame, but, you know, and I'll give everyone plenty of time to contact me. If we don't hear them, we will
Yeah,
remove
all
the
those
ones that we don't know they are.
all the kayaks and paddleboards have all got to come out.
Yeah, agreed. Okay. All right, so that's tabled for the moment, and I will work on beautifying that area if we can. Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Maureen, are you there?
I think she had to go.
She's here.
No, I'm here, but I had a question. Is it only
Okay.
River Shores residents
Yeah.
that are parking their trailers there, or does it include?
Is it only River Shores for the trailers, or do we know?
It's River Shores.
It's only River Shores?
That I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can give you the names.
Thank you. And where did you want to go next, Maureen? Concrete, or we did the concrete, termite and rodents. Termite rodents, the only thing left, which I know a lot
Sounds good.
about.
The best. Yes.
Okay, first thing, the Heather Building. We have subterranean termites, which I received one quote so far. I'm getting more quotes for $3,600. Those are the termites that live underground. They need to be treated a different way than drywood termites, which would be like a tent. We did receive another for tenting of the Heather Building at a cost of $7,500. So that in total would be like $11,000. I am still waiting for a quote for a full tent of all of River Shores,
Oh, thank God.
all at once. I can't guarantee that this is going to work, and here's why. We have to have every single resident and tenant agree to leave for 2 days, and this would be at your own cost. We cover everything else except your accommodations during that time. This is going to be very difficult. I believe, if not mistaken, past board members and past presidents have tried this, and they were unsuccessful. They had I think two or three people were holding out. I am ready to push on that if somebody wants to deny this, because this is fair to me.
I think we've seen what's happening to let this go decade after decade after decade. You're talking about elevator shafts being eaten up.
It's very important to get this
Somebody
done.
passed, show pictures of the unit door half eaten away.
Correct.
This is happening
Spot
all
cleaning
around
alone
us.
doesn't work. Another thing that does work is the heat. Maureen knows more about this, because Maureen, I believe you use this on her house, right? The heat, what is it,
Yeah, I
heat
do.
transfer?
Yeah,
Yeah, you may also want to tell them the bonus about the rodents too.
Well, yeah, so we have a rodent issue in a couple of areas of the buildings, one in Bristol, one in Devon. We are trying very hard and spending a lot of money trying to find them. We do have some access issues as well. Some tenants don't want to let us in, or owners. But we're doing the best we can with AAA Pest Control to solidify. We have found breaches in pipes, in water pipes, and in the walls that need to be sealed up. So we're working on that. Yes?
The reason I raised it was because of the relationship with the termites, right? That,
Yes. So
it's part of the
going through this
solution, yeah.
to tie
Okay.
it together. Yes.
Okay, thanks.
So I suggest.
She's gone again.
But at the same time, we do have to seal the breaches from outside first. So that's what we are working on right now with AAA Pest Control.
Yvonne,
And then I am waiting to get a quote from the termite to fully tent the whole thing. Yes, Tony?
when I was up there, we dropped, I don't know, like $8,000 to seal the building. It didn't work. The only thing that worked to get rid of those rats, and Steve was excellent in doing it, I got the red bar off Amazon, and that took care of the problem.
What's it called?
Yvonne, hold on a second. I want to call facilitation on this, internal
Okay.
discussion for the board before you open it up to the members of the association, and then proceed with motions after discussion.
Okay, sounds good. So we just want to let everybody know that we are working very diligently on this. And I know some residents are very upset because they hear them in the walls. We're trying our best to find them. We had traps. We have already caught quite a few. And we have to seal the outside. So that's my 2 cents.
So are you asking the board for a decision or a motion to proceed on anything, or is this an informative discussion?
It's,
We don't have anything to move forward on yet, do we?
well, no, I don't have all the quotes. I do have a quote to do a smoke out on the Devon building. A smoke out is they blow white smoke. It's not harmful in any way. There's nothing in it. It's just smoke. They blow smoke in through certain crevices to see where it comes out. And they've
You already
actually
got
done this
approval on that, right? Did you already
Yes,
get
I already have approval
Okay.
on it to move forward only with the Devon building, which is where the problem has started. So we will do that. In the future, if we decide to do that with the other buildings, if it works really well here, we will do that. So we can discuss it further when the time comes.
Okay, so just, I
Okay,
guess,
anything else, Molly?
yeah, I guess that's just a heads up for everybody that Yvonne's getting quotes to proceed with a vote. I mean, once we get the quotes, then she'll present it to the board for proceeding with tenting buildings. I think were you asking for approval on the proposal for Heather subterranean? Did you get approval from the board on that?
I only have one quote right now, so I think we could table that for the next one and I'll have everything by then.
And what about tenting of the Heather building? Did you get enough quotes to proceed with that?
I have one quote. Did you get any other quotes on that? No, I only have one on each. So,
Okay, so action forward is to get
I
additional
thought that
quotes.
the company that tented it last time, we still had part of the warranty on it to
No.
come back. We don't?
no, it's 5 years out.
Okay.
Yeah, it's no good. I checked it.
Okay, so when we learn more
Yeah,
about
so-
the rodents and the termites, we will present to the board for that, right?
Yep, that's it for me.
We're to the point if we would like to have entertain any new business or to adjourn. It's up to you.
No, I think you want to
I
open
don't
up the floor
have-
to the residents for discussion on termites and rodents. I didn't mean to cut Tony off.
Can we
I just
adjourn
wanted to make
first?
sure-
And then-
No, we have to do
Yeah.
termites, and she wants to hear what from
Yeah.
the residents on termites.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, and then open discussion before adjournment is what, I want to make sure if
Okay.
there's any new business, people have an opportunity to present that. So open discussion about termites and thoughts on proceeding with tenting or rodent attention, and then we'll open it up for non-agenda.
Any comments?
Yes.
Termites is the question, tenting, is they, one or two residents that absolutely refuse to allow it to go forward, they want it to take 2 days. Is there any legal leverage that the association can use to allow that so we can go forward as something that benefits the entire community?
I don't know.
I will find out.
For help, maybe?
I will find out only because it is true for the whole building.
Well-
So yes, almost like a leak would be an issue where we would have to enter the unit. So
It could be done
I will find out,
in the time of the year.
of course. Well, we wouldn't be doing it the busiest time either. So yeah. So I will find out from our attorney with permission from our president, of course. Go ahead, Tony.
2 comments. In regard to the tenting, when it was done on Heather, it took months because somebody had to sign a waiver because of illnesses. Frank, I think if I remember right, he went and knocked on this individual's door. It was a holdup of, I don't know, a month or 2 before that one would sign. So that was only 8 units. So when you're talking 222 units, good luck. As far as the rats are concerned, Yvonne, what happened, the city dug up the street and we were inundated with rats. I mean, the building was inundated. I had to call a company. They sealed everything. It did not work. Steve, it was recommended by one of the servicemen to get the red bar rat poison. Steve used to throw it around the building. That ended the entire situation. What happened when Steve went on less days, or I don't even know if he's still working there, obviously you have a rat problem. I had a rat in my apartment in Devon. When I walked in, it was dead. So I'm telling you, you can spend an awful lot of money. We certainly did when I was up in the office. It did no good. Look into the red bar rat poison, which you find on Amazon, and let Steve or whoever throw it around.
I need to look at it's poison, and I can't just put poison out with pets.
No, you know where he threw it? He threw it behind bushes that no animals would go by. He was aware of all that. Then it ended the problem. That's how we ended the problem, that rat poison.
Okay, I will look into it with the board and as well as any other legal feedback on that, but yes, I will look into it. Anybody else? No?
Well, I don't have any, but she wanted to know if there's anyone who has any.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking, yes.
Yeah, I have a concern that affects all of us, and that is the high of rental apartments or units in the complex. Someone said, I don't know if it's true, that about 52% of the units in our complex are renters. Now, I understand that banks are either they're low or don't give mortgages for a certain percentage of renters. That's one issue, okay? Mm-hmm. The other issue is many of the renters are very young people who don't give a shit about the complex. And I am concerned about that. And I don't know what the bylaws say, but we have to do something about setting up rules about renters. And let me just say,
we can't,
wait a minute.
We can't tell them because they're too young.
Let's say that
No.
we would then grandfather in everybody's, at the point that you set a different standard. We would not change history, what is done, but we have to do something to stop the influx of so many renters who don't care about this complex. They don't care.
Totally good. I am currently going through every file in the office, one by one, to look at current leases, what items we have or are missing. It's just a very tedious and time-consuming thing. So when I come here, I do 10 files at a time, and I call the people, ask them if they have a renewal lease in place or if the person is still there. So I'm going through it one by one.
Why are you
We need an exact percentage. I don't want to hear rumors. I don't want to hear what someone thinks it might be. I need to know exactly what it is. And that's where I have to start. Because if there's too many, then the board will discuss with me about putting a moratorium on rentals.
Well, we need that basically to know where we're at. And I think part of that exercise, I guess, Yvonne, might be also to Marilyn's point that what is our old school? What's our way back look? What do our condo docs say about? Did we have a set ceiling on rentals to be a certain proportion in our structure, or do we not? I mean,
I don't recall ever seeing one. I've read it pretty thoroughly. I don't recall about you can designate a certain percentage, a maximum percentage number of rentals within your facility. I don't know how to go backwards on it, and I don't know, but there is a way to do it.
Mm-hmm. And also too, having this rules and regulation committee, that'll go ahead and enforce some of the things.
Without the regulations committee, all you do is write a strongly worded letter.
Right.
And we see where the strongly worded letter's gotten us nowhere. So that, and quite honestly, these are $1,000 top. There's no real way to, you can't levy these against people. I mean, people cannot pay them, and you can then go to credit bureaus and stuff, but they're not the same as where you can't levy against the properties. They have limited enforcement even as they are, but they're better than nothing, which is, well, wait. It is very limited in scope, and we'll see if it helps at all. But to her comment, we do have to have, there is a way to do that. I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to affect, I don't know if there's any way to affect current deeds and what people who purchase with current deeds, or if this would only be future sales.
Right.
I do know that there are properties that say that you must be owner occupied for a period of 2 years. I know that's
1 year.
or 1 year. I know that exists out there. So there are some mechanisms.
That would certainly help stem the tide, or at least the current direction that.
Minimum credit scores and other.
That's-
Well, didn't we have in the rules, 1 year and go ahead and rent?
I wasn't able to find any restrictions on transfer of that nature. But I've read them pretty thoroughly, line by line. There was a time period way back when it was a 55 and older community that was changed. But beyond that, I never saw anything else that dealt directly with renters.
Yeah, I have an idea that might help you if you're trying to count.
Wouldn't that
Is it possible? Would it
Breaking
be
up, Maureen.
possible to send out a letter, as you often do, indicating that you're trying to calculate, I don't know how to put the word. Could everybody who knows about rental apartments, we're not snitching, we're just trying to do a tally.
That's what I'm doing.
But no, but I'm trying to say, if you sent out one of your communications to the whole complex, asking
I have.
us.
I have several times. Yep. Since July, that's one of the first things I did when I came, because nobody could give me the percentage.
No, it's not, I don't want to give you the percentage. I want us to tell you of apartments we know that are rental.
Yes.
It could be 308 in Devon, it could be 708. If giving you information and not in a threatening, the
No, of course. If everybody wants to help me and send an email to me, that would be great.
You're saying you sent out a letter?
I have done it in the past several times, and I've gotten maybe 2 people that responded.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'll send it out again. Yeah.
read all the letters.
So
I'll send it again.
let me ask a question. We're asking to restrict the number of renters we can have in the community. Do we have any idea whether or not it is legal to restrict renters in our community?
That was just the conversation we were having, was that we don't know the exams.
Okay, so hold on a second. Hold on a second. We did run the numbers from the roster that we have on people that live on site and people that rent, right? And it's estimated to be 51% renters. At one point, there was.
But does that include?
Hold on, let me finish. At one point, there was something in the bylaws that talked about 50 and older, right? And then once we got more than 50% or 80%, I can't remember, you couldn't be 55 and older community because you breached that. Way back many years ago, there was a vote on the board to talk about percentage of renters and how long you had to own before you could rent. And they changed the regulation to allow people to rent immediately. If somebody could do the homework and figure out how we can restrict whether or not owners can rent the property, I'm all ears. Can somebody put together a proposal and a recommendation on how we can restrict it? And let's stop the churn of saying that renters, oh shit, I gotta go, they're calling me, they're paging me to get on the plane. But let's do the homework, let's figure it out, you know? Let's do the homework and figure it out, put together a proposal and move forward. Wouldn't that?
Thank you, Maureen. So
Give me a number. She seems to know there's a number.
okay, so the number she gave us is merely based on a roster of addresses, which means absolutely nothing, number one. It's a thought of where it could be, but if you don't live here year round and your mailing address is in New York, you're renting your place? No, it doesn't. Yeah. So it's not really accurate. It's not totally accurate. I think it's a little bit less than that, to be honest with you, but it shouldn't be anywhere near that number. So, and I know that Torian's are legal, but there's a lot of
But who
things to
cares?
go by before we do
Who
that.
cares if it's 50%, 20%? I mean, what's the number? What do we care? I mean, what is the point that we're trying to address here?